Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is Rasaji Speak, and this is the Tuesday edition of it. Let's see what our title is today. Kundalini, the Divine Mother Spiral, and the Heavens through His Creations. So, a lot of people are misconstrued. As you know from yesterday's Rasaji Speaks Monday episode, we kind of opened up the part about Kundalini, sometimes referred to as the sleeping serpent. You could walk into a medical facility in the 50s and 60s, and you would see plaques on the wall of where different doctors had done either their residency or got their medical doctor's degree. And you would see the caduceus, the snakes weaving in and out with the two serpents at the top looking face to face. Over years, as that the AMA got more and more politicized, it looked paganist to them. And so you don't hardly ever see that symbol in the medical field. But it's very interesting when you think about it. It's, the Kundalini is supposed to start this birth of fire that Jesus talks about. He says, you'll be born of the water of your mother, and then rebirth by the fire of your father. In the East, they really yield to Shakti as the Divine Mother's energy coming up from the earth, the fathers descending from the sky, and them getting together and beginning to form a coil within the body, opening up the chakras, the spinning vortexes or portals in the body, getting them to move in such a way where they unify their rhythm. The nadas, the spokes, which are nadas are referred to as psychic spokes. Think of spokes on a bicycle wheel. When you imagine they're psychic, and they're in each 7 major chakra. There's literally at least 10,000 of those spokes. Now, no bicycle wheel I've ever seen even comes close to 100 spokes. If it did, you wouldn't even be able to see between the spokes. So it almost forms like a web. When we're born physically, about half of those spokes are turned in, half turned out. At puberty, which is usually 12 to 14 years old, we have a chance for them to turn out. The more that they turn out, it welcomes the Kundalini or the baptism of fire experience. When you examine women and men, because men today, they say, have menopause too, it's kind of the last body's efforts to rekindle this Kundalini awakening. We go through many stages of the Kundalini awakening. As each chakra opens up, first when we work through survival and the sense of taste, then we work through regenerative and the sense of smell. Then we work through the luminous center, the Christ at center, and then the sense of sight. And then we work through the heart center, our feeling mechanism, sense of love. And the throat chakra itself is authority, purification, creativity. We begin to work through the different vortexes, and constantly the Kundalini is getting stronger and stronger. Comes a point around the 4th or 5th chakra that not only is our energy 4D body stronger, the physical body starts to get stronger, and that's very cool. you kind of start feeling like your bones are like Wolverine, where his were steel, if you remember in the Marvel character. It's amazing how strong you get. Because as the Kundalini develops, along with the Iron Shirt Qigong, it's an amazing what happens. But it houses a spiritual awakening in the psyche. When it finally gets to the third eye or to the sixth chakra, then all our senses, the five senses, become extra sensitized. That's what it means. Jesus said, let thy eye be but single, and thy whole body would be filled with light. That's your energy body in the beginning, and then eventually your physical body, is Jesus demonstrated on the Mount of Transfiguration, and then later after the stone was rolled away. And you'll see that change right here. So at the resurrection, then he's showing us that perfect marriage of Shakti and Shiva, or your Sharat in the Shakti, just depending on how you want to look at it. The Divine Mother and Father, they're having their way through you, doing this Kundalini dance, as the Siddhas talk about, or as Lao Tzu said, the dance of the Tao. That's right, the dance of the Tao, the living Tao, the living personification. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow on our continuing saga this week of the Shakti. Baraka Bashai, may the blessings be to you and your glorious family till we see you again tomorrow. God bless you all.